Hello, welcome back, and in this video we are going to replicate one of these classic retro motorcycle style graphics. Okay, graphics like these are very popular, and at some point you might find yourself making one, especially if you're going to get into this t-shirt industry. Okay, and these have been known to sell. So here goes, let's get into it. Okay, we're going to make a new document. So we're going to go to File, New, and we're going to make it 1000 pixels by 1000 pixels at a resolution of 300. I like larger resolutions. Okay, so here we go. We're right here, and so we're just going to go back in here. We're going to analyze this bad boy a little bit. So we have our banner, and there's another one at the bottom, and then we have this circle thing holding it all together, which is a chain, and inside of it we have some letters right up here, and of course a motorcycle, and a spade, and a couple of lightning bolts. Pretty simple, yet very bold and appealing graphic. So let's go back over here. Now the thing about this is that you're going to learn the power of clip art, because going in and having to draw all this stuff, I mean, even myself, who am quite talented artistically, I don't really want to draw all this stuff right here. Draw a motorcycle and draw a chain. A lot of this stuff is very readily available to you on the internet and via clip art collections, okay, which I'm going to talk about later. But right now, we're going to go in and we're going to find one of these chains right on the internet, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go down, we're going to click on Firefox, and we're just going to put in a circle or chain circle icon. And let's see what the magic of the internet comes up with. So right here we have some things, but we're going to go right here to images, okay? We're going to start to surf these images, and you're going to see there's quite a few little chain circle bad boys going on, and I kind of like this one, so we're going to click one right here, and I'm going to save this. All right, now this is from Vector Stock. So what you would really want to do is you want to go to Vector Stock and you want to buy this. All right, you know, you always want to maintain your honesty and buy stuff. For the sake of this video, I already have it, but you can save it. So we're going to go in, and we're going to go back to over here, and we're going to place. All right, so that's it. It's been placed, but right now it's kind of little. So we're going to go hold down our shift key, go to one of the corners, and we're going to big that bad boy. We're going to make it nice and big right here. Press enter. After you do anything like that, you always want to press enter. Okay, so now once that's done, you're gonna see that if you look at this white background, you look right behind this, that's your checkered background, which is transparent. We want all this, anything outside of the chain, we want to be transparent. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our magic wand. We're going to select the inside and hold down our shift key and select the outside, and we're going to click right here on our eraser tool, and you see you couldn't do anything. If we go to cancel, you're going to see right here is that you have that like circle with that X right there, kind of like saying no, 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 no. So we'll go right here, we're going to try it again, same thing again. So you're going to have to rasterize. Okay, not a big deal. You're going to rasterize, and now you can go in and you erase. What happens when you bring stuff in many cases, it comes in as a smart object, and you really can't do anything until you convert it. Okay, so we got rid of that background. Just want to make sure we don't have any loose ends, but still, if we go in closer, you're going to see that outside we got rid of it and it's transparent, but inside of the chains, inside of the links right here, it's still white. So we're going to go right here. We're going to go over to our magic wand selector. I'm going to select right on the inside of one, and then we go to select, and we're going to go down to select similar, which grabs them all. We're going to go back to our eraser tool, and we're just going to go right around. We're going to spin right around, baby, right around like a record, baby, right around, round. And we're going to get rid of all of that. Sorry about that, guys. We're going to get rid of all of that, and there you have it. Isn't that special? So we're going to deselect. The only thing is that I want it to be a solid black. So if we go back over here, you can see that right here, although we're going to put on a white t-shirt, the closest thing that we can get to is, oh my goodness, the closest thing that we can get to is that solid black. So let's go back, and I'm going to select all by going to select all, and I'm going to go over here to image adjustments, and I'm going to go to levels. And right over here, all of this is in the basics, but we're going to take that black and we're going to bump that black up. And if you look at the graphic, you're going to see that it's just getting darker and darker and darker. We're going to go all the way around. It's dark and we can get it. Click OK. And look at that. Isn't that special? Now that bad boy is black. All right. So if you get a chance, go on the internet and find yourself a circle and do exactly what I did, and let's have some fun. All right. So if you go back, if we look right here, we're going to look back. And so now we have this banner right here. So we're going to make that banner. So let's go back. And the banner is going to be in the same exact size and circumference, okay, as our chain. Now, banners, stuff like this is a lot easier in Illustrator, but I'm going to show you how you can kind of make it more simple in something like Photoshop using vectors in Photoshop. So we're going to go down here and we're going to click on our ellipse tool, okay? And we're going to hold down a shift, and we're just going to make an ellipse, okay? Holding down our shift tool and kind of make it the same size as what we have already, okay? So once we get that one, we're going to click right here on the move tool, and we're going to just move it to see how close it is. So still, it's not quite there. Still needs to be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to click on that move tool again. And we're going to go down to edit. First things first, let's go in a little bit. And let's go back and see, we're going to click right here on this tool. And you see right here, when you click, now you can go in, you can go to edit, and you can go to free transform path. Okay, so now we're going to go right here, hold on our shift key, and make that a little bit bigger, and we're just going to see if we can get it to be, you see how right now the circle is like right in the same as that chain. Very, very nice. So we're going to press enter, and there we go. So right now, as long as you are clicked right here on your selection tool for vectors, and you click right here, you go right up here, and we are going to play. So our fill right now is black. We're just going to make that transparent. So you see that X, so it's nothing. And we're going to go over here to our stroke, and we're going to make that stroke white. Okay, and now we're going to go over here to our stroke size, and we're just going to make that bigger. That's a little bit too big. We can go down a little bit. Okay, that looks good. Okay, but if you can see the stroke, if our path circle is right here, and the stroke is on the inside, and we kind of want it to be centered. All right, So we're going to go back and we're going to click, see where the stroke is? We're going to click on that. And you can see right here, you can play with your stroke. You can make it dash lines, you can make it circles. We're going to make sure that it's solid, but we can go right here to align and play with the alignment. And when we play with the alignment, you can see if you go all the way down and click, you can see that it goes from the inside to the outside, but we want it to be in the center. So we're going to go right here, we're going to click right here, and boom, it's in the center, okay? And that's at about 21, so that means that it's about 10.5 on this side and 10.5 on that side, okay? Very, very nice, very, very nice. So we click off of that, and if you look at that, goes all the way around, but if you look back over here, it's only a little bit. What are we going to do about that? Let's go back and see. This is where we get into advanced stuff, because right now we're going to get into playing with anchor points, deleting anchor points, and using our ruler. Okay, so we're going to go up here and we're going to go to view, and we're going to go down to rulers. Okay, and right here our ruler comes up. So we're going to take our ruler, we're going to just click right on the ruler and just pull down, and wherever we want our circle to stop, we're gonna pull the line right there, and that looks to be about good, right about there. Okay, so now we have our circle to be about right there, and we're gonna go back over here and we're gonna click on our selection, click back over here, make sure that we're on ellipse. You see that it's right here, and we're gonna go right here and we're going to click on our pen tool, and we're going to go down to add anchor point. And if we're going to go in a little bit closer, I'm just going to press the zoom, which is control and the plus symbol, and we are going to add an anchor point right where that circle is and that line is right there. We're going to add it, click right there. See, we just added a anchor point, and then we're going to go right over here, click at that same point where they intersect, add an anchor point. Fantastic. Now we're going to go back over here to our selection tool. We'll go down to direct selection tool, and we're going to make a box, because we want to keep these anchor points up here, but we want to get rid of these down here. So we're going to make a box around these. I'm going to press our delete button, or we can go over here to edit and cut, and it is gone. And all we have right here is just this white semicircle right here, which is going to be the beginnings of our banner. So try that and come right on back. Fantastic. All right, so I want to add a stroke to this. The problem is that this right here is a stroke, and you can't really add a stroke to a stroke up here. But guess what you can do? If you double click and you go right here to our layer style, you can add a stroke to a stroke. All you have to do is click on stroke right here, and you see a stroke is added. Okay, so we just click and double click right there, and then it's really, really huge. So we're going to take this and we're going to go down. Okay, and go way down, way down, and that's a nice size right there. And of course you can go ahead and change it, but I like it being black because it matches everything else. And we're going to click OK, and look at how fantastic that looks. You know, our graphic is starting to come together. All right, but I want to go and I want to add something to this. All right, I want to add a little bit of that kind of ribbon flow. So I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to go right here to our pen tool, click on that, and I'm going to have a little bit of fun. I'm going to click, 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 and click. And right over here, I'm just going to go and make the fill white and make the stroke, we click right here, black. And of course that stroke is way too big, so we're going to pull that bad boy down so that it matches. Okay, we might want to go up a little bit. Oh no, down. We just want to make that bad boy match. All right. So right now we did that, but I want to play with it because it's not quite. I just kind of threw that together. So I'm going to go over here to our direct selection tool, and I'm going to, when I first select, I always want to make a box around whatever anchor point. And I go over all of this in the basics, but I'm just going to kind of play with these anchor points. Make it a little bit more even by eye. And that looks good to me, okay? The only thing is that this should go beneath. So I'll go right here to our layer. And I'm just gonna pull that down. And look at that, it is beneath. So let's go up here to deselect. And look at that. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add that to the other side, okay? So how am I going to do that? Draw it again? No, we're going to make a copy. I'll pull that down to create new layer. And it makes a copy. We're going to go over here to our move tool. And we're going to move that. It made a copy directly, exactly on top of the other one. So you can't tell until you move, okay? And now we're going to go over here. We're going to go to Edit, Transform. We're going to go to Flip Horizontal. And there we go. We might want to position this into place. And ladies and gentlemen, you have the beginnings of your banner. Now this video is running on kind of long, so I'm going to stop it right here, and we're going to continue this and finish in the next video. Peace and blessings.